What's going on, guys? It is Coach David, and I wanted to do a quick update because really great stuff happening today. I had an athlete that he and his wife are getting married, and they came to me and said, "Look, it's 3 weeks out to our wedding. What can we do? We really want to clean up our eating. We want to look good for our wedding." And although they already very good-looking people, they just wanted to kind of get that last back to the basics and really crush it for 3 weeks before their wedding starts. So 2 weeks and a few days ago, Brandon and his wife, and this video is going to be more about Brandon because I have not done Amber, his wife's results yet. Brandon came to me and said, "Look, let's do it." We took measurements. I gave him an outline and a food of how he was going to eat for this next 3 weeks. And what did he do, guys? He crushed it, completely crushed it. But there's a few steps you have to take, and I know Brandon took these steps. One, he had a goal and a vision in mind. He knew exactly where he wanted to be at 225 pounds from 241 pounds, right? He spoke it. He found someone to hold him accountable for it. He came to me with his fiancé and said, "We need to do this." And then he stayed dedicated to what his goal was, right? He knew he had the steps in his hand, he had the blueprint, and he followed the blueprint the entire time, never going off track except for one time at a wedding during the weekend, but he ran 6 miles to cover that up, right? So he stayed consistent to the blueprint, and he was very successful. Here's Brandon's stats real quick. This dude came in at 241 pounds. He's a big guy, big, tall guy, 241 pounds, 18.72% body fat, 45.12 pounds of body fat. 18 days later, Brandon comes in, and his goal was 225 pounds, guys. He came in at exactly 225 pounds 18 days later. His body fat percentage from 18.72 to 15.66% body fat, all right? And I told you how much his fat in pounds was. He started with 45.12 pounds of fat. He went to 35.24 pounds of fat. All right, that is huge, guys. That's a difference. If he goes on the same track that he was on originally, that's the difference between heart disease, diabetes, all different types of diseases. That's the difference maker right there. He just cut all that extra fat out. All right. I've not counted up the total inches. He has lost tons and tons of inches. In some places, up to 3 to 4 inches in some areas. Sorry, my phone's going off. And basically, guys, I want you to understand that this is possible for anyone, right? But the thing that Brandon has that a lot of people don't have is the mentality and the dedication to say, "Look, David, you give me the blueprint and I'll follow it 100%. I may fall off once during 3 weeks, but it's not going to be that bad." And he did that. And you have to realize, guys, that you have to speak what you want. You have to know what you want first. You have to speak what you want. You have to find someone who's gonna give you a blueprint or hold you accountable, and you have to go to them throughout that entire process. Let them check up on you, and you will become successful in what it is that you're trying to do. In this case, for Brandon, it was to lean up, lose a little bit of weight before his wedding, and he killed it. Right? So what I want more than anything else is for Brandon and Amber to have a wonderful, wonderful wedding and a great life ahead of you for you two. I know that you guys, you make a beautiful couple, and I know you'll do great things, but I hope that you take this experience and realize that no matter what happens in your life, you just have to speak what it is that you want, find someone or something that can show you an outline, and stay committed to it. And thank you so much for putting that trust in my hands, and I would be more than happy to help you guys out any other time, any other day, because of your dedication that you put forth. So for everybody else who's watching, if you know Brandon, please give him a shout out. Amber as well, and I can't wait to remeasure Amber because I know the way that if she's in love with someone like Brandon, she's probably a pretty dedicated person too. So I'm sure she crushed it. And guys, if you're watching, if you ever need any help with anything like this, please do not hesitate to contact me via email. My information is on my site. I'd be more than happy to either give you words of encouragement or maybe even help outline what you need to do to start on your journey towards a better, healthier, happier life. All right, this is Coach David, guys. I appreciate it so much. Brandon, Amber, congratulations. If you guys need anything at all, please get a hold of me. We'll talk to you soon.